What up, what up? Nada, what up? What am I trading? This is NASDAQ and S&P futures. Have a bias for today? I'm not sure. I think it's been pretty unpredictable recently. Yesterday's dump was wild. We're pushing up though, so we'll see. See if that trend remains. Yesterday I made 1,500 on my eval. Now, email or eval? Now I'm up 1,600. NQ Nate says, how long you been trading order flow? I've been using Bookmap, been learning and using Bookmap for a little over a year. Chris, I heard you crossed applesauce. Interesting. I don't go by Chris. I go by Christian. So Chris cross applesauce is definitely not me. Pretty hard push in the overnight session here. We'll see if that causes consolidation this AM, or if we're gonna pump. Secured my second 4K payout in 10 days. Shaking the attaboy. Hit him where it hurts. But do you like applesauce? I absolutely do, yeah. I absolutely do. Janko, what's going on, man? Yummy, what's going on, man? I just saw your message. Did you catch that short yesterday? I absolutely did. Absolutely did. I think we tapped the 4-hour FEG before we come down. I think we already did, didn't we? Touched that inversion. The ES touched this 4-hour gap. Barely. Or maybe not at all. Yeah, man, it might have just been shy of it. We'll see. Sorry, that's super zoomed in. Did the market open? New York AM session, the official stock market open is at 9:30 Eastern time every day, every weekday. It's not a holiday. What's up, Marvin? I've been here, man, other than on Thursdays. Thursdays I have class, so I can't swing it. I tried at the start of the semester, but Thursdays, just I'm going to have to make that a no stream day. But I've been here every other day. What's your opinion on trading gold? I steer clear of it, man. I have too much success trading NQ and ES to try to get involved in the precious metals market. Gave any thought to starting a mentorship? Even answering questions on here and talking through things has helped me a ton. I have, man, but I'm not trying to be that guy. Because in order to do that, I would have to charge, and I don't want to be a course seller. I want my money to come from trading, and then the streams are completely free. I want to do this for free and be able to just help people. In order to do a mentorship, I would have to dedicate a serious amount of time to it to do it properly. And in order for me to justify doing that, I would have to charge. So that's kind of the reason why I don't do that. Is it 10 degrees in your apartment? It's actually 25 degrees outside, 26 to be exact, and I'm right next to my window that is not very well insulated because I didn't think that through. My apartment itself is not cold, but there's like, I can feel the coldness coming off of the window. I'm insecure about my body, Nora, so that's why I like to wear as many layers as possible to hide my abysmal physique. Apartment looks cozy though. Yeah, appreciate it, man. I do like this place. I'm contemplating going short now or wait for the 4 hour. Yeah, just be patient, Chris. You got market open here in 30 minutes. I don't necessarily try to take a trade with between 9 and 9:30. I think that's, it's best to just be patient and wait. There's no reason to try to force it. It's -4 here in the UK. Is that Celsius? Carhartt, if you're watching this, sponsor him. Feels so bearish. What's up, Will? How's it going, man? Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We're at the 50% mark of yesterday's candle, yesterday's daily candle. So that's what this blue line is here in the middle. Do you like fudge stripe cookies? They're very good. Yeah, but I don't eat a lot of that kind of stuff. I eat ice cream if I'm gonna be eating some BS. I'm gonna eat some ice cream. How do I get started? YouTube. It's a good place to start. Look into prop firms. Before you get into prop firms, though, I definitely recommend paper trading. What flavor? Man, you name it. I'm not honestly very particular. Used your code for Lucid Flex account. Hey, there you go. Appreciate that. Yeah, Lucid Flex I think is the way to go if you're going to go with Lucid. Those Flex accounts are nice. Brownie batter blizzards. That sounds so good. That sounds amazing. Order flow yeah, order flow. I mean, I'm trading order flow mostly, man, especially recently. I feel like order flow has just been dominant over ICT. There's been a lot of times recently in the past couple days, weeks, that ICT concepts have been not failing, but getting stopped out, and then price will go right to the TP. So if you're trading order flow, you've probably been crushing it. This bed, Leroy, you got to get out of bed, dude. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. No reason to still be in bed. You should collab with TJR. I'm a little older, man. I don't think that he'd want to collab with somebody my age, a little out of his range. Completely different style of individual than me too. I think we would probably hang out with him and get along pretty well, but in terms of trading, I think we're I get up at 7 every morning. That's not bad. 6 between 5 and 6 is when I get up. One's a gambler, one waits all day. Two extremes. Yeah, Mom. The cold kind. That's exactly right. I like that. Got stopped out 3 times, then price swing straight to TP yesterday. Yeah, order flow was dominating yesterday, man. I was eating. Not gonna lie to you, I've been testing Orb recently. Yeah, I like that. I think Orb's played out a couple times this week. Bias bears short after 4-hour confirmation. It's interesting. I think can see what your thinking is. Touch into this area. We're rejecting out of that 4-hour inversion right now. ES did not touch this 4-hour. We tapped right into this weekly and rejected out of it. That was pretty cool. Did I even just show that? Yeah. Correct. I do not use Top Step. How you guys liking the changes that they released yesterday? Jay, what's up, my man? Christopher, what's going on? Wazy, how's it going? Got FOMC in 3 hours. You're tripping. That's not today. We have scheduled news at 10. Prelim consumer sentiment, prelim inflation expectations. What do you trade? NASDAQ and S&P futures. NQ and ES futures. Waiting for Alpha to release a new program. I'll tell you what's going to be interesting is Tradeify doing that crypto. Yeah, that's not news, man. We only care about the red folder news, and we care. That's not even FOMC. That's just him yapping. He's not a very influential guy. That's yellow folder news. Most likely will have zero effect. Bitcoin trading would actually be fun. Yeah, I think it'd be interesting. Bounced off that 60,000 mark and popped up, didn't it? What is it at right now? 66 or 67? 67. Yeah, they upped the price. Yeah, they upped the price, and I've seen a lot of people getting banned and BS emails about hedging, even though they weren't hedging. I think Turbo posted about that. I saw several other people say something about it. You've been killing it this week? There you go. Yeah, I've had a pretty good start to this month, man. I've been green every day for a week now. Hopefully we can keep that momentum going. I might be out of funds or just greedy. Very grateful, yeah. Very grateful. We looking for shorts or longs? I don't predict price, man. The way that I approach the market is I have a general idea of the lay of the land. I do an analysis of how everything's looking, and that kind of develops an idea in my head. But it doesn't. I don't marry an idea. I have an idea, but what I'd really like to do is just allow price to play out, and I react accordingly. I let price do its thing, and I react. I don't try to predict it. Lost 600 in Asia session. Yeah, I don't like Asia, man. I don't trade it. Up 600 for the week, but need 24 to pass its eval. Yeah, slow and steady. Slow and steady. Like I said, Ethan, I don't try to predict price. I don't necessarily develop a bias. You know, I pay attention to certain things, like the fact that we're at the 50% mark of yesterday's daily candle. Typically, this is either, if we go higher from here, this will become a level of support. Right now, it looks like we're kind of rejecting off of it. We do have a couple of 4-hour gaps above us for whatever that's worth. But basically, when you're trading, when you rely as heavily on order flow as I do, you kind of just wait for the order book to fill up and see which direction the market wants to go, and you just go from there. 1,200 away from passing my eval. Hoping PA today is good. Yeah, there you go. Bro, get out of here. So many scammers, man. Might be. Oh, Top Step. Yeah. I don't know, man. Maybe. I don't think they're out of funds. I definitely don't think that they're hurting. I think that they're doing what they can to protect themselves. Who knows, though? I haven't seen their books, so I have no idea. Up on the PA today after breaking my rules yesterday. Overall green week. First 2 days on my first PA. Hey, there you go, man. I need a soundboard in here so I can do a round of applause. That's awesome, though. Seriously, DK, DNKs. Randomly, they don't notify me. And even if they did, I'm telling you, they don't. There are some firms that do notify us of upcoming sales. It's against my contract to notify people that there's a sale coming up, though, with other firms. But Apex isn't one of the, they don't notify us when a sale's coming. Yeah, I mean, we expanded pretty hard here in the London session, so it'll be interesting to see if AM is kind of just choppy or if we retrace or what. We'll see. Now they're going to have 40% consistency rules. Yeah, I was reading through some of the rules. I really don't know what they were before because I don't trade with them. But upping the price seems a little crappy. Especially, that doesn't seem competitive given there's better options out there, in my opinion, that are cheaper. Yeah, there are some firms like Tradeify and others that will allow you to do a straight to funded account. It's obviously way more expensive. And the rules are different. Like you'll have to trade for at least 8 days or something before you can request a payout. And there's consistency rules that you have to follow. But there are firms that allow you to pay just for a straight to funded account. I think Tradeify's is called a lightning funded. There's a couple of firms that do have that as an option. Yeah, lightning funded. So yeah, it's pretty expensive. But there are ones out there that allow that. I do include the wick, Jenko, yeah. The entire candle. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick, right before the market opens here. Yeah, I think if you're easily passing evals, then it's better just to get an eval and pass it. But there's some who say differently, so that's just my opinion. I'll be right back. Hang on a second, I gotta sign in my account here. I just realized I'm not signed in. Flip this over there real quick. And I gotta do that for you guys. There we go. Patriots or Seahawks? Could not care less, man, to be completely honest with you. I'm ready for that Duke-Carolina game tomorrow. That's what I'm excited about. I'm excited for Olympic hockey and for the Duke-Carolina game tomorrow. Would you argue order flow over ICT? I think order flow is definitely very useful. Christian, I've been trading futures for 5 months with you, taking my first payout today from Apex. Hey, Vital Labs, that's awesome, dude. Very nice. Good work, man. Slow and steady wins the race. Patience, discipline, that's what it takes, man. Very nice work. You've now accomplished something that the majority of people who try this never do. Check it out, Lucid. The Flex accounts look really good, especially the 50K. Yeah, Lucid, yummy. I think Lucid Flex is the way to go if you're going with Lucid. Those are really nice accounts. Tradefly Select plans are really nice. Are you a Canes fan? Absolutely. I am. Since 2005. I'm new to trading, but I know this is what I want to do. So lost where to start. Any advice? YouTube. There's plenty of YouTube videos out there. Watch people. I would say watch me, but if I don't do it for you, there's plenty of other solid individuals out there. Be very careful watching the people who trade constantly. Like every time you turn on their stream, they're always in a trade. Find somebody who's disciplined, who isn't oversizing, who isn't just YOLOing trades. And remember how this takes a long time to get good at. This is not a get rich quick overnight type of thing. It takes some time. It takes a lot of discipline. How much is the Apex fee for activation? I'm not sure what it is now because I think did they end the sale or did they extend it? I don't know. I didn't get an email. With the sale that was going on, it was $75 for the activation. Man, I watched that Panthers game. Who were they playing 2 nights ago? Boston. That was a pretty good game. I like watching the Panthers. If I'm not pulling for the Canes or watching the Canes, I definitely am not against watching or pulling for the Panthers. I hate that they've been waxing our ass in the playoffs for a number of years. I don't think they're going to make it this year, though, man. I don't think the Panthers are gonna cut it. $65. I blew my first account yesterday. I'm not sure what the regular cup is. Do you watch a Spangler Cup? I'm not sure what that is. I learn a lot better one-on-one. Would you have any recommendations of anybody who's beginner friendly? I don't, man. To be honest with you, the people who I know who are really, really good at trading, who are just somebody who you'd want to do one-on-ones with, they don't do one-on-ones. There's a guy named PJ Trades who has a paid Discord, and he does live trading every day. Usually he's not live on Mondays. He doesn't like to trade Mondays, but if it's a red folder news Monday, he'll trade. But I think he is extremely beneficial to pay to be involved with. He doesn't do one-on-ones, but the live sessions, he's pretty responsive to. He's kind of like me, where he's pretty engaging and responsive. He helped me tremendously back when he first started doing that. The free version of Bookmap only has ES, not NQ. Yeah, which is not bad because NQ really does like to follow ES, so you can kind of gauge what's going on. But it helps to be able to bounce back and forth. down 350 today. The market hasn't opened yet, man. What's going on? How many years have you been trading? Going into my 5th year, 4 years total. Five minutes till the market opens. Trade analysis from PJ also helps, yeah. PJ's a solid all-round individual. Key things to stay away from. Like I said, man, stay away from people who are trying to sell you something. One, for the most part, it's not, all of this stuff is free. You can find information for free. You can find people who are solid traders to watch for free. There are some groups that are paid that are decent to be in. PJ's is one of them. But for the most part, spend a lot of time on the free side of education. You can find a lot of it on YouTube. And take your time. Don't rush the process. The harder you try to make this work, the slower the progress will be. You can't force this. Still trading alive as well. I haven't been recently, Nathan. I haven't been. No, I still have it. The AMP account. I've been kind of. I mean, completely honest with you. I've been kind of scared to trade it with the way that my January went. I was shit in the bed in January, man. Excuse my language. What do you use to journal? Missy B, I have a PDF that I use. It's pretty much a template, and I fill it in. It's a thing that I made, and I use that to kind of journal all of my trading. Yeah, he's gone, Eddie. What's your VWAP indicator name? VWAP. It's the free one that comes you just search VWAP in the indicator tab on TradingView. It's the one that they provide. Are you happy how the last month finished? Absolutely not. No. It was a bad month. It was a rough month, man. All right, here we go. A little push down here. Market is not open. We got 2 minutes. What days, times you stream? Every day of the week every weekday except for Thursdays, from 9 a.m. until about 11. Kind of iffy on my bias. What's your take? I don't really have one right now, man. I'm going to see how this open looks and see what price wants to do. And then the order book's a little thin right now. See how it fills up when the market opens. And go from there. Yeah, no problem, man. This thing's doing that thing again where it's putting a filter on that I don't have on. Appreciate the gift, man. Appreciate that. I thought I had that off, to be completely honest with you. The enhanced feature, I have that completely turned off. All right, here we go. Market open. Makes you look pretty. Getting all done up for us. Yeah, I don't have that on. Nicholas, what's up, man? You checked your TikTok balance. Must be some amount of coins in there. All those guys. Yeah. This is NASDAQ futures. Need one to win one trade for my first payout. Any tips? Slow and steady, man. Don't focus on it. Just focus on what you've been doing. Don't even think about it. Most obvious dump, somebody said earlier. Yeah, no rush, Sean. You got to think about this in the, if you look at this from like a yearly or a decade-long perspective of trading, because I mean, this is why we're doing it. We're doing it to make substantial money over a long period of time. Just slow and steady. There's no rush. Yo, yo. Orders up to 900 here and above. Just took London high on NQ. ES has swept London high and New York AM high from yesterday. Santi, what's up, man? No, I can read the verse of the day real quick while we wait for this. Hebrews 12:1. Therefore, since we are surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses, let us throw off everything that hinders and the sin that so easily entangles, and let us run with perseverance, the race marked out for us. The story is a scripture that isn't written yet. I like that. Consolidating right here in the low 40s, higher 40s now, pushing the 50s. Big block of orders at 24,900. Yeah, it's a little manipulation, Leroy. That's what happens. A little manipulation and then the move. Hang on one second. I think he has to go back to 68, 64. We'll see. Orders are all above us right now on ES. There are some orders down at 68.76 flashing currently. But the majority of the orders are above us on ES. Same with NQ. NQ is pretty lit up to the upside here. Got some orders in the 40s here that are flashing on NQ. I think we're getting ready to see a jolt up here in a second. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. I'm not sure, Dragon. This is NASDAQ futures. What's up, my American friend? How's it going, brother? Had a YouTube video come up on my feed last night. Something like, I don't know, I was half asleep. It was like something in Moscow. Looked pretty cool. It's like just like a daily, almost one of those aerial things, you know what I mean? Like it's just wasn't no information. It was just like aerial views and stuff. It's pretty cool. A lot of orders higher here. I think people are trying to get in these 70s. So we could pull back down, or excuse me, these 80s. A little pullback there. Now I would imagine this is going to go back up. It's going to push through the 900 into the 930s here in a second. $2,500 is where there's a huge stack. Latvia. There's not a whole lot above that. There's one up at 25.50. I know so many people are getting in and getting stopped out because their entries aren't in the right spot on this. That's why I'm not doing this. I'm perfectly fine with trading order flow today and not really focused on ICT concepts, but I'm not gonna. This is what I'm trying to avoid here. These pullbacks are just deadly. When I do this, I'm gonna throw one or two minis on and be targeting the next batch of liquidity. But these pullbacks are interesting. 24,800 would be the line here. I don't think it goes that low, but it could. You're in short? Well, you just made us up some of that on that pullback right there. I'm doing great, man. Doing great. I can't complain. It's Friday. I'm alive. I'm blessed. I'm healthy. Get to do something that I love. Make sure Trump hasn't said something. News at 10, correct. Yeah, we have preliminary consumer sentiment, preliminary inflation expectations. What do you think about the news? Bearish news? I'm not sure, man. I would expect the inflation expectations to be pretty, they should be pretty good numbers. But we'll see. Trying to push back above 900 here. I would have closed that short, man. What am I thinking based on the book map? I'm bullish. based on what I'm seeing on the book map, something would have to severely change. There would need to be a huge shift in liquidity right now for this to change. And in fact, I'm getting ready to take a little stab at this once we get a nice little pullback. We'll see if it works. Somebody's scraping snow outside my window. I want a deeper pull than that. To the lower 900s here. Might not get it though. Yeah, I'm not gonna get it. Well, maybe. Wanted that pull back into this area right here. A little deeper. Let's take a look as soon as I open it. 950 is where there's a solid set of orders here. I'm gonna put this down 62, 862. No, I'm not gonna go that low with it. And we'll take that right there. Well, $484. That was just one mini. It's a little pullback here, but their orders are stacked hard at 950 up to 962. Bro's entering a 4-hour bearish order block. Hey, man. You can keep sticking to those ICT principles. Order flow doesn't care about that. Order flow does not give a crap about your order block. This is getting ready to shoot into the 50s here. Here it comes. Touched 49 there. It wants it. Here it comes. 49 again, and a pullback. 136 sell orders right there at the 50 mark. Orders in the 20s now below us, pulling price back down. From 24,950 up to 24,962, ton of orders. Huge set of orders there. Got people trying to get in the 30s and in the 20s. It's 48. When this goes, it's going to go. Big pullback to 900 there. What the hell is that? Oh, news? No. Little retrace here. Still a big stack of orders right there at 24,950. Samir, what's going on, man? Hey, there you go, Jenko. Got calls in the morning, made 400, good way to end the week. There you go, man. Very nice. Some yanking of orders now in those 50s. Still a big stack of orders at 24,950, but there's in between the 950 and 960, there's some people who have been yanking orders. Still a lot of activity there in that range. That pullback tapped you right at 900. You immediately were in profit then. That's awesome. This is struggling right here in the 40s, so I'd be careful. These 40s are struggling. I think it wants to just plow through this 50 range because there's just tons of orders flashing there. Here it comes. And then reject it again right there at the 49. If it can break that 50, there it goes. There it goes into the 60s. Push up through the 60s now. There you go, into the 70s. I indeed did just make a rack. I love it. Does anybody else just get, it's not an emotional, like everybody's like, oh, don't be emotional when you trade. It's impossible, man. Do you just get a good feeling when you get a good read on the market like that? Like to me, being able to see that being able to watch Bookmap and see that whole move transpiring right there. Obviously this move down, that pullback, I could not see. That was not on the Bookmap. But just being able to see that whole move transpiring, seeing what's going on, it's building and building and building, and then it just plows through that level and you just watch it happen. I don't know. For me, to me, it's exciting. $75K? Holy crap, dude. Very nice. Yeah, now there's a bunch of orders stacked up to the 2,500 mark. This is the next line here. That's just where the stack of orders are. I don't know if we're going straight to that. We might get some pullbacks first, but there is a big set of orders there. Almost 300, pushing 300 orders now in that area. Did I close? Yeah. 484.24. Could have held that longer, but just wanted to take a little piece. 1.2 mil on the day. But man, when you're on the wrong side, it feels terrible. Yeah, it does, dude. Nathan, it's such a. I was talking to my girlfriend about this because she trades too, and it honestly, when you have a bad day or you're on a bad streak of trading, the closest thing that I can compare it to, this pullback's into nothing if you're looking at the Bookmap here. Like, this, the closest thing I can compare like a bad trading day or a bad trading month or whatever to is it feels like a breakup. Like, that's so weird to say, but like emotionally, that's exactly what it feels like. You feel helpless, like you're overanalyzing everything. How long did it take you to figure out Bookmap? Tried it a little and didn't. It took me a while, man. I had it for probably 6 months to a year before I really started feeling comfortable relying on it. We'll see. We got news in 6 minutes. Let's see what these people are doing outside my window here. shoveling ice. Oh. I'll show you guys the book map. This is ES right here. So we got some orders down to the 68.80 level. 68.75 just popped in with some orders. This is NQ. How impactful do you think the news will be? This set of news typically isn't tremendously impactful, but the inflation numbers might cause a spike. We'll see, though. I mean, the last FOMC was like, didn't move the way that it typically moves, so who knows what this is going to do. This isn't anything like FOMC or CPI, but we'll see. Inflation should be lower. Bro, you're about to get the boot yapping, bringing nothing but negativity. Matter of fact, not even gonna waste time. Ain't got time for that. Just yapping. Lawson, what's up, man? Oh, dude, I seen the inflation down there. Holy cow, man! Can you hear that, Nathan? This dude's scraping a metal shovel on concrete trying to get ice up. Yeah, what's his name? I like that guy. What's your boy's name? He's been cleaning. He's been cleaning house. What's his name? Forgot his name. No, not Malay. Who am I thinking of? Is it Malay? Javier Malay? I'm thinking of a completely different country. I'm thinking of El Salvador. I'm thinking of the dude in El Salvador. Thinking of what's the guy in El Salvador. He's the one who's been yeah. He's been the one I'm thinking of cleaning house. My chart is messed up. What happened? There's no candles? Close it out and reopen it. Are you down? Goodness. That New York AM that Thursday seems like a New York AM high. Is that Thursdays? Mine seems like it already swept. It could be a different day. Let's see. Wow, why is that way up there? What the heck was that attached to? The 1 hour, watch this. I bet it, yeah, look at that. Why is it attached to the 1 hour there and then, oh, it's not attached down here. Dude, what just happened? Why is this, why did that do that? I know these were marked out properly. That's very strange. Very strange. Maybe I made a mistake. Good call, though. Good call. Sitting here slacking. Look at it. They just did it again. Yeah, my candles are disappearing too, man. Why is it always some freaking technical BS happening? And then when I go to a 15-minute chart, they're there. Literally all of my candles disappeared. For this whole range up here. The same thing's happening with you? Yeah. Well, let's see. Give me 1 second. Yeah, missing candles. Sweet. Thank you, TradingView. Not sure what's going on there, man. Very strange. I'm leaving my marks, though, because those were accurate when I charted this morning. I'm on electronic trading hours. Very strange. $25,060? There were earlier. Big orders at 2,500 and 2,550. News came out. Inflation numbers were at 3.5. Previous were at 4%. And the consumer sentiment prelim 57.3. It was projected at 56.4, so it's better than expected. Yeah, very nice. Good numbers there. Bounced right up this 50%. How much is Bookmap, and is it worth it? It's definitely worth it once you figure out how to use it and get comfortable with it. It's about $100 a month, all in, for the Bookmap subscription and then the data as well that you have to pay for. Christian, what up? Today's outfit sick. Hey, I appreciate that, man. It's about 100, Reaper. About 100 a month. I'm in long right now. Am I stupid? I'd wait for more confirmation than that. Got a lot of orders down to 24,750 on NQ. I actually might try to take a little short right here. $24,750 is coming, I think. Get a little pullback up to the 87 mark would be interesting. Let's see what that does to us. Yeah, a little push there. Right there at that 87. Now I'm pushed down. A little just shift in liquidity there in the market. These 60s are holding. Took the whole short. Very nice, Leo. You see all these firms taking gold and silver off? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, probably costing them a lot of money. 24,800 now, orders popping up there. Still a lot of orders down at 24,750, so I don't know if this is going to turn around here or if it's going to go down and take those orders first. I would anticipate we would go down and take those orders, but we'll see. Yeah, it's pushing through the 800s now. This could be, we'll see what happens here. Back down below 800. Back above it. It's fighting right there at the 800 level. I think it needs to take 24,750 before we push higher, but it could be wrong. Pushing through the 800s now. A lot of orders just came in above us here in the 30s, all the way up to the 50s. Still have that stack of orders at 24,750. I don't think that we're going to take them before going higher here. I think this is pushing. We'll see though. Staying patient. I like to be a little more clear about the book map before I get involved. Stalling there at the 60s. Orders down to the 20s here. See if it takes them. Orders got yanked at 24,750. I'm not touching this right now. Orders just got pushed back in there to the 750 level. Look at that rejection. Y'all be careful. Please be careful. Size down or do something. Excuse me. ES has orders down to 68.70 right now. We've rejected off of this 24,760 level several times here on NQ. Apex is 80% off right now. You're looking for this wick low to be broken. The 60s are holding. Could get one of those violent little pushes through this level. I don't know what's going to happen here, though. That's why I'm not in a trade. Back into the 60s, fighting there at 70, 68 to 70. It's fighting. Could get a violent push through this. Bouncing right off that VWAP. Yeah, 24/7/68, 24/7/70. It's fighting in that little area right there. There it goes, a little push through it. Explain VWAP, volume weighted average price. It's the average price based on volume. It's magnetic, theoretically. Took that big order at 24/750 and turned right around. How do you determine where it is? You use an indicator like that. You sit on your hands, you go. I hate this thing flashing. Hey, Christian, do you trade? No, I don't. What are you looking for right now? I'm looking for price to choose a direction. I like to catch these. If I'm going to get into a trade, I want to see that we're in a move like this or a move like this, not a move like this. I'd rather trade this area and this area and leave this for the birds. Just VWAP. If you're using TradingView, just search VWAP. That one's fine. Problem is, with the book map here, I'm not seeing tons of liquidity piled up in either direction. Yeah, we have some orders up at 2,500 here, but this isn't necessarily clear about which way this wants to go. Same with ES here. I mean, you got this large stack down here at 68.70. Keep rejecting off of these 90s here. You can see we've rejected several times off of these 90s. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll see what this wants to do. Rejecting off these 60s again. I'm the bird. I just went long. I hope it plays out, man. Gold's pumping. Limit orders and market orders. It shows you the aggression in which the market orders are going to be placed or that are being placed. And it shows you also where the limit orders are stacked up. So it's showing you the momentum of price. Closed out for 50 points. Very nice. What does going long and going short mean exactly? If you're going long, it means you're buying a position that you plan to sell back once it goes higher, once price goes higher, so that you can make money. If you're going short, it means you're selling a position that you can buy back. Excuse me. You're buying a position in long that you can sell for profit, or if you're short, you're selling a position that you can buy back for profit. So that's what that means. Getting a stronger push here. That is trading, Sid. You don't need you don't need Bookmap necessarily to trade. I use it. It's a tool that I use, but it's not necessary. Is this a Christian Live? Absolutely, man. You'll get a daily verse every morning. Hey, 50 points is good, Nathan. That's a good trade, man. Just got cooked. What happened? Is TradingView weird? Yeah, Isaiah, there's something going on with that. Mine's messed up. I'm missing a ton of candles. Am I waiting to go short? No, I'm waiting to make sure that we're going higher here, and I'm going to try to scalp a couple more points. We're already up 484. I'm either going to call it a day on that, or I'm going to wait for this. If I see clear, just proof positive indication that we're going to keep going higher here, I'll take a couple more points. Which line? This blue one? Did Trump say something? I mean, every time we get those moves, I'm gun shy that he... Yeah, I said it's a Christian Live, man. It is. Yeah, it's a Christian Live. I use Bookmap, Adam. Now I bet you're glad you're not in that trade, Nathan. That's why you gotta be happy with that 50 point. No, it's a software in and of itself, Adam. Bookmap is its own thing. It's not an indicator. It's a actual software, level 2 data software. Pay for a subscription, you pay for the data. Open a new eval. That sucks, man. You got cooked on those shorts and then they played out and you probably went long and got cooked on that. What happened? How much tests are you running? I actually just got back on my test, man. It took like a really long break, but I'm running 300 a week right now. How do you get it? You go to bookmap.com or you go to my link and click my link and then you download the software and you sign up for it. What charting software is this? This is a website called TradingView. Bought a eval right before the weekend. It's all right, man. I'm getting very hungry. I use an indicator called ICT kill zone and pivots. And then I mark all those levels out with the ray tool. I have a pretty in-depth video on how I do all that on the Discord, or on the on here on the TikTok. You can go back a couple of videos and you'll find it. You can hear the tummy growls. Yeah, I had 5 eggs this morning and half a cup of oatmeal, but that did not suffice. Yeah, there's an issue right now, Sid. Mine has this gap too. It's not usually like that. There's something wrong. Trading mukbang. Dude, my pet peeve, anybody who knows me will tell you this. I have an irrational disdain for listening to people chew. There's actually a medical term for this. I forgot what it is, but there's really not a whole lot that makes me as angry as hearing somebody chew like a cow, just smacking their lips and making all that noise. So whenever I come across those videos, I actually really like, I do not like it. Cannot stand hearing people chew. It's like fingernails on a chalkboard to me. It's literally what, like, I have a physical reaction to it. I can't control it. It's not something that I like. Like, I wish it didn't affect me. Yeah, Nathan, I'm back at it, dude. So what was I? So I hopped back on my test, and I've been doing 5 meals a day, sitting around 4,000 calories a day right now, 250 grams of protein, and working out every day except for Sunday. And I went from, I think I was like 215 when I first started. I'm back up to 230 already. So it's going pretty well. Obviously, that's not all muscle, but, you know, definitely happy with the progress. I'm trying to get back to 250 around July. Really trying to focus on my legs. My legs are still lagging bad. Mine's Velcro. See, I actually like the sound of Velcro. That's weird. I punched someone once because they were chewing too loud. Yeah, I could see that, man. I know that sounds like irrational to some people, but I can definitely see that. Like, it really makes me that, like, I don't like it. Don't like it when forks and knives, spoons hit plates or glasses. That's my mom. She hates when somebody's scraping their bowl or their plate. Yeah, Nathan, I'm trying to catch up to you, man. I'm hitting it hard. I'm pretty. I mean, obviously, I know what the formula is to get back to where I want to be because I've been there before. That's kind of what makes it easier. But yeah, I'm hitting it hard. Riley, what up? Did you get in gold at all time when it was booming? No. Christian, you don't remember me. Riley. I don't remember you, man. How would I remember you, Riley? Why don't I trade gold? I have too much success trading NQ and ES. I just don't like messing with it. How does a man get ripped fast? Trading is a lot like working out, man. It doesn't happen overnight. It takes a long time. Now, if your body has already been at a certain point before, it is easier for you to get back there quicker. Misophonia, that's what it is. Yeah. Misophonia, that's exactly what it is. Yeah. Yeah. I've been 180 for years. I want 200. You got to pick up the fork, man. You got to force feed yourself. And that's probably not nice to advocate for, but if you're trying to get big, that's really the only way to do it. I got you, man. I'm sorry. I'm usually pretty good at remembering. Like they do those geese, yeah. Random question, ask away. What's your pre-market routine? I did a video on that, Riley. It's on my TikTok. I wake up, I make my bed, I read my Bible, I make my coffee, I go for a walk sometimes, not all the time. It was 20 degrees today, so I did not do that. And then I sit down here, I turn on Maria Bartiromo, I listen to her, I listen to some other news talking heads, check the FinViz, and then I open the charts around 7, and I did a video on how exactly I mark everything up. Eating when you don't want to eat is worse. Yeah, and if you're like trying to put on the pounds, if you get to the point in a day where you're hungry, you're doing it wrong. And this is terrible, like actual advice for just being healthy overall. But if your goal is to get very big, this is what you got to do. Like if you get hungry in the day, then you failed. You're not eating enough. Yo, Isaiah, what up, man? Shasta Yabas. Longs. I'm not taking anything yet. This book map is not, we did take a trade earlier. We're up 400 and something, 480, 484. But we're not liking the way that the book map is a little thin at the moment, and it's not clear which direction. There are some orders on ES up to 69.12. But I'm not convinced. So I'm just being patient. Yeah, Devin, we took a long earlier up to these highs. There's a push on ES. Pushing right through those 900. As soon as I call out that 912, watch it just smack it. Still okay to intermittent fast? Depends on what your goals are, man. I think fasting is great. I think there's a reason that God commands us to fast. I think it has great benefits physiologically. Nick from YouTube made 2.9K from that long today. I'm so happy. Need 5 more. There you go, Nick. Very nice, man. Got my girlfriend giving me nutritional information. She's at the finish line of having her PhD in nutrition, so she's giving me information to pass to you guys. Intermittent fasting is great if you're fasting in the evening. If you fast in the mornings, it can lead to hormonal issues, less muscle building. A lot of people use it as an excuse to skip breakfast and be lazy. Interesting. Hey, what stage do you recommend trading a funded? After you've been trading paper for a while and you've had good, consistent results for a month or so. You should make a boot camp. I'd sign up straight away. I don't want to do it, Nick, because I would feel the need to charge in order to give it the time. If the amount of time that it would take to dedicate, I would have to charge to make it worth my while. And I don't want to be that guy that sells a course or anything. I want all of my money to come from trading. I don't want to take I don't want to take money from other people. I don't want to be one of those guys that People are like, oh, he sells a course. Like, I really don't give a crap what other people think. But at the same time, there's some validity to that with certain people. Blended chicken ballot or not? Yeah, man. Dude, the guys who are truly dedicated, you would be surprised. You'd be a little grossed out at some of the stuff that they do. Blended boneless, skinless chicken breasts, turn it into like a chicken shake. I know guys that do that. Plenty of guys you'll see doing that. I know your house is cozy. Appreciate that, man. I try to keep it that way. Keep the feng shui high, you know what I mean? You can always donate it to charity. Used to drink my eggs. I still do that, Nathan. When I'm about that life, when I'm like right now, I could show you what I do when I make my shakes, dude. You would probably be a little grossed out, but the thing is, you can attest to this. You don't even taste it. There's no flavor to it, especially you mix it with some protein. There's no taste. Yeah, right. We caught a little long. Looks pretty tidy. I think one of the most important things, there's several keys to success, man. A lot of people would be like, this is silly, but I firmly believe it. Taking care of your shit is one of the things. Making your bed, keeping your clothes clean, keeping your shoes clean, keeping your floors clean, keeping your bathroom clean, keeping your car clean. How well you take care of your stuff is a reflection of how well you take care of your life, in my opinion. You straight up drank eggs. Yeah, I got one of those Ninja blenders, man. I use the 32-ounce cup. And I use Optimal Nutrition 100% whey weight gainer. I usually throw 4 or 5 whole eggs in there, and then I'll do a cup of egg whites, a cup of fruit, a cup of oats, and then water to fill the rest to make it thinner. Down that. My mom got 8K in a lawsuit from Ninja because they explode. Dude, I've always worried about that. Sometimes that thing sounds like it's working. Two cups of egg whites, splash of almond milk, and just slam it. Yeah, see, that's good. I like the oats in there too, man. I feel like the oats, when my muscles don't feel full, whenever I down oats, man, I feel like I get a pump just from, sometimes I feel like I get a pump from eating. %, consistency rule. I just made 1448. Tomorrow, if I make 1400, will that be good? Yeah, right? Is it a 3K target profit, Marvin? Yeah, you should be great. If it's a 3K target profit, you should be great. Taking any trades yet? Yeah, we took a little long up here. You live stream every day of the week except Thursdays. Thursdays I don't, but I start at 9 a.m. Eastern time and I go to 11. I appreciate that, Nicholas. Oats, Greek yogurt, protein powder, frozen berry mix, and creatine. Yeah, it's a good mix, man. I like to throw, when I'm trying to get big, I like to throw more calories in there. That's why I do the oats. And I do the Optimal Nutrition weight gainer. This stuff right here, man, obviously, for certain people, this will make you fat. And I know that's not people's goal, but my metabolism and everything is just different. But this stuff right here, that's the real deal. Optimal Nutrition Serious Mass. You got 1,260 calories in a serving. Yeah. That's for when you're trying to do big things. She's going to tell me what's better for muscle. It might be, man. Tell you what works for me. What got me to 250. 250 with 11% body fat, looking like an absolute monster. I know faith is very important to you, and I was wondering, how do you see or relate to people who don't believe in God? I have some people who I love, who I'm very close with, who don't necessarily believe in God, man. And I still love them just the same. I don't, obviously we have some pretty intense theological conversations, but I don't feel the need to drive people out of my life who don't necessarily believe exactly what I believe. I feel like living my life the way that I do and trying to be the best influence that I can is the only way that I can potentially bring them closer to Christ. Any trades today? Yeah, we took a little long up here on NQ. Very small long, made 484. Very quick, small long. Got in here, got out there. Little book map trade, little order flow. Is that on Amazon? You can get it at Walmart actually, but it is on Amazon too if you want the larger containers of it. They have some massive bags of it you can get on Amazon. Do you want to be a successful day trader? No, man. It was just one. It's just one contract. What prop firm do you trade? How often do you focus on chalk candles? I focus heavily on order flow, man. I trade with Tradeify, Take Profit Trader, Lucid, Apex, Alpha. All good firms. All good firms. Yeah, Malik, mine's having issues too, man. I'm missing candles up here. Missing candles here. Missing a ton of candles. Well, I was missing these candles. They're back now. Got my candles back, guys. I closed my chart earlier and then reopened it. That didn't help initially, but it looks like it helped now. Up 700 on the month. Very nice, man. You take any trades? Yep, took a long earlier. Do you believe NAS will tank to the weekly gap? I called the dump 1 month back, still holding sell. I think it did, didn't it? There was a weekly gap we tapped into down here, I believe, or was that ES that did that? No, it was NQ. Yeah, we tapped into this weekly right here. Yeah, you can get it on Amazon. I don't know if I said that already. You can get it on Amazon. Oh, all the way down at 22? Well, we'd have to blow through the weekly gap right here. It'd be a hell of a push, man. I mean, it's not impossible, but that would be wickedly low. We'd be having some issues. Is Trump speaking right now? I don't know. I'm going to delete that. I don't know what is going on. I'm missing a candlestick there. I don't see Trump talking. If he is, it's not on the news. Yeah, I can show the trade. It was a very small trade, man. Very short. Got in down here on a pullback, got out here. Very small, little quick, little boom, boom. Pull back, sell at the top. Could have held for longer, but as you can see, we reversed pretty quickly afterwards. Like the setups today were not great. It was pretty clear order flow. It was not good for other strategies, I don't think. I mean, I don't know. That move right there was pretty nice, I thought. Do you have a plan for the day? Like, aside from trading? Nice cap. Appreciate it, man. I'm going to go work out. Well, I'm going to eat as soon as I get off of here, which I'm going to get off pretty soon. I'm going to eat, stuff my face. I need to run to the store to get some more lip pillows. And then I'm going to work out. Then I'm going to come back here. I'm going to take a nap, probably. I'm going to put on Anchorman because for some reason I feel like watching that. I saw a clip on TikTok earlier and it made me want to rewatch that movie. And I'm going to fall asleep to that and take about an hour-long nap. Then I'm going to wake up and do schoolwork, and I'm going to work on some other work stuff. What's the pre-workout? I'm actually not taking like an actual pre-workout. I'm doing salt and honey. Been doing salt and honey for my pre-workout. And some carbs. I usually carb load right before I go. Dude, I like to do a cream of wheat with a little bit of protein powder. Is it good? I mean, it's not necessarily about flavor, man. It's about the effects of it. I feel like I get a better pump and have more energy. Yeah, the pump is definitely there. Got a new standing desk I'm waiting to build. That's sick, dude. It's always fun when you get new stuff like that and you get to put it together. 2-3 years in that stand. Yeah, salt and honey is a good little pre-workout. I'm honestly about to hang it up. This is not anything I want to trade. The book map looks dead. I mean, there's not really anything here to trade on the book map. Candlesticks don't look that nice. So I'm going to call it. Yeah, I'm going to call it right there so I can go eat. Appreciate you guys being here, man. Appreciate all the follows. Appreciate everything. You guys are awesome. Gifts, comments, the engagement. Definitely appreciate all you guys being here. If you're new, drop a follow. I'm usually live every day of the week except Thursdays. So we'll be back on Monday. Love you guys. Stay safe. Stay warm. Have a good weekend. Enjoy the Super Bowl. Enjoy the Duke-Carolina game tomorrow. Go Heels. And enjoy the Olympics. Love you guys. Have a great weekend. Later.